If I were to ask you, what is the most useful skill in old school RuneScape, what would you say? Range? Strength? Or maybe even fire making? Huh? I'm sure somewhere out there, there's somebody playing old school RuneScape who can make the argument on why fire making is the most useful skill. Don't worry though, that someone isn't me. As a matter of fact, I'm not really here to argue. I'm here to provide straight up facts on why Slayer is the most useful skill in old school RuneScape. Disclaimer alert, I know that everyone plays this game very differently. Therefore, let me say this. This is just my opinion, and please don't hesitate to prove me wrong in the comments and let me know what skill you think is the most useful. I know that the early levels for Slayer are a grind fest. The thing is though, RuneScape is already a grind fest, which brings me to my first point. You might as well kill two birds with one stone. See, when you're training Slayer, you're also training your combat stats. So by the time you get to like 65 plus Slayer, your combat stats should be coming along nicely. It is around this time that you'll start unlocking tasks that are better than Mage, Range, or Melee simply because the XP given is far better with that particular combat skill. For example, Dust Devils are unlocked at 65 Slayer and most people choose to Mage them. Specifically because after unlocking the ancient magics, which require completion of Desert Treasure, and by the way, shout out to questing. If questing was a skill, then this video would be very different. Anywho, once you have access to the spellbook and you have level 70 magic, you have access to Ice Burst, which is capable of hitting up to 22 damage without any magical damage boost per cast and is able to target up to 9 targets in a 3x3 grid around its primary target. So with a little maneuver like what you've been seeing on screen, you're able to stack these and get great magic XP. Secondly, I'm sure all of us old school RuneScape players are familiar with the term burnout. I am a firm believer that you never really quit RuneScape, you just take an extended break. I have played this game for many years. I've also burnt out and took extended breaks many times. And one of the main reasons for taking these extended breaks was the way that I was playing. I would solely focus on efficiency, and if you're a normal person, that's tough to keep up for an extended period of time. My most fond memories of old school RuneScape was when it wasn't even called old school RuneScape, when it was just RuneScape. I would come back day after day because I was having fun. See, I know that combat levels can be trained more efficiently. Yes, efficiency is a good thing, but not at the cost of fun. And I do understand that fun is subjective. I mean, some people fucking have fun mining. And I would wager that most old school RuneScape players are not focused on just efficiency. They're playing for fun. And this is when Slayer comes in handy. When you're in between goals, or you have literally nothing to do, grab yourself a Slayer task. This game has a variety of unique monsters in a variety of different locations that you can use to keep this game fresh and make some serious GP. Which incidentally brings me to my last reason. Slayer can and will be a good way to make that sweet GP. From mid-game to end-game, Slayer can offer tasks that will always generate a profit without having to invest time in learning a boss and its mechanics. Slayer tasks such as dragons of all types and colors always bring good GP. Now I know what you're thinking, I don't need a task to kill these, and you're right, you don't, but you won't be getting that Slayer XP. And you want that Slayer XP to be able to kill monsters like Kuresks. In order for you to kill Kuresks, you need to have 70 Slayer. Kuresks are not only easily killable, they're also very AFKable and give pretty good GP. Looking at the wiki article here, the average Kuresk kill including a unique drop is worth about 4k. And if you receive this task from Konar, the Slayer Master, then your GP per kill can be as high as 5.9k. And you don't even have to be on task to kill them. Now, if you do want to put in some effort, but don't have a high enough Slayer level for those big bosses yet, you still got options. Vorkath, also known as the Money Dragon, can be killed in lieu of regular blue dragons, as long as you've completed Dragon Slayer 2, of course. Not only will Vorkath give you better GP, it'll also give you better Slayer XP per kill. Once you do hit those higher Slayer levels, oh, you're golden. At 91 Slayer, you unlock Cerberus, a 3-headed GP printing machine, whose highest drop is currently worth 26 million GP at the time of writing this video. And once you do hit 95 Slayer, you get access to the cream of the crop, the Alchemical Hydra. This thing offers great GP per kill even without a unique. Looking at the wiki, we can see that each kill is worth 152k. And if the RNG gods happen to smile upon you, you're looking at a 39 million GP drop. All of this is provided to you by Slayer. Without requiring endgame gear or having to worry about efficiency, Slayer can be done at your own pace and can be very rewarding. Whether you're a new player or you haven't given Slayer much attention, hopefully this video, if not completely made you agree with me, and given Slayer a strong enough case to be considered the most useful skill in old school RuneScape. Thanks again everyone for sticking around till the end. You guys have no idea how motivational these last interactions with my previous videos have been. See you all in the next one.